Okay, I want every strategy we've got on growing an agency. Any ideas, products, anything you've sketched on a pizza box or a cocktail napkin. For 40 years, they've questioned the need for an MGA. Today, we're going to give them the answer.
Hey everybody, Mike Anderson with American Independent Marketing here today. I want to talk to you about a subject that's near and dear to our heart here at AIM, and that's the idea of protecting the American dream. So I got a question to start this off. What are you as an agent doing to help your clients protect their version of the American dream? Okay. The dream idea isn't complicated, and it's pretty much of an individual thing. But what it boils down to is a well-funded retirement adventure that almost all of us think we are lining up for our future. The funny thing is that the great majority are scrambling to stuff money into a cash machine, but almost nobody's taking steps to protect that cash stash. And that's where you as a long-term care agent comes into the picture. If you're not starting a long-term care conversation like I'm going to relate to you now with all of your clients and prospects, it's time to adjust and build that into your daily routine. You've got an incredible opportunity to protect that well-funded retirement adventure for many, many people. Nobody else is asking them. Think about that for a minute. It's just a simple offer to help them protect their theoretical pile of cash. How can you turn that down? So you ask them, who's helping you to protect your version of the American dream? We know from the metrics that the likelihood is you're the only person asking. You're the only one who's offering to help them keep that $150,000 balance intact rather than have it reduced to less than 20 grand by a catastrophic health event like early onset Alzheimer's disease or something else that is significant. The likelihood is they're probably not going to understand the value of the question just yet, but they will. And the reason that they will is because it's quite likely they know someone who has dealt with a catastrophic health event. And what they also know with those people is that they weren't properly positioned and didn't have their cash protected. So they fall into that great majority, which is about 90% of the folks out there, and that they had nowhere to turn to pay for that care but their retirement funding. Okay, if they're lucky and it's a stroke, one that they could recover from and eventually go back to work, then they're going to go back to work with maybe 20 or 25,000 left in the pile. If it's something that's not recoverable, the spouse is going to be left with only a fraction of what they expected to have available at retirement. You remind them it's the single biggest risk they face with this as they get ready for retirement. That risk in 2020 money is probably $200,000. So ask them what their number is. The number, the amount of cash that they expect that retirement pile to generate for them every month. Okay, everybody's got a number in mind, and none of them expect that they're going to take a hit on that money. Confirm that everything we know now tells us it's a certainty. And what I mean by that is it's probably a 75% chance that one of them will have to deal with this, and there's about a 50% chance that both of them are going to have to deal with it. Okay, if that's the case, those results are going to be catastrophic either way. And the solution is simple. You just ask them how much of this exposure do they want to offload? And that's where you come in. It's about 2 pennies on the dollar. As a specialist in that area, you can negotiate on behalf with companies that deal solely in warehousing that risk. You're the one. It's up to you, and it just starts by asking.